The Nautilus does not directly reach the North Pole in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne, but it does travel to polar waters, and the North Pole is briefly mentioned in the novel. Here's a breakdown of that part of the story and how the ship interacts with the polar regions. In Chapter 27, titled The Ice Floes, the Nautilus reaches the Arctic waters, although Captain Nemo never takes the ship directly to the exact location of the North Pole. The submarine begins its polar expedition after traveling through the Mediterranean, the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, and around various parts of the globe. The Nautilus moves into the icy waters beneath the Arctic ice cap during its travels, as Captain Nemo seeks to explore and study the cold, desolate polar environment. Captain Nemo decides to navigate the Nautilus through the icy waters of the Arctic, revealing that the submarine is equipped with the technology to handle such extreme conditions. It's capable of moving under the ice sheets without getting trapped or damaged. In this section, the crew members, Professor Aronnax, Conseil, and Ned Land, observe the polar regions from within the safety of the submarine. They encounter vast stretches of floating ice, and the Nautilus dives deeper to avoid the danger of the icebergs. There is a vivid description of the desolation and the sheer coldness of the region, along with the eerie quiet of the frozen ocean. The submarine is able to move through the ice beneath the surface, demonstrating the incredible ability of the Nautilus. Captain Nemo does not allow the Nautilus to surface in the icy region, but continues exploring the depths below the ice floes. The cold temperature does not harm the submarine, thanks to its advanced fictional technology. At one point, Captain Nemo says that the Nautilus is close to the North Pole, but they do not specifically arrive at the exact location. There is some ambiguity in the novel as to whether they are truly at the North Pole or just in its vicinity, as the ice makes it difficult to be sure of their exact position. During the Arctic voyage, Captain Nemo becomes more reclusive, and his behavior becomes erratic. He is not as communicative with the crew as he had been earlier in the journey. It's hinted that he may be seeking solitude or avoiding interaction with the outside world. The isolation of the Arctic is also symbolic of his emotional detachment from the rest of humanity. After the Nautilus ventures into the Arctic region, the submarine moves away from the ice and continues its journey through the seas. The crew, particularly Ned Land, becomes more and more eager to escape the Nautilus and return to the surface. The Arctic voyage is a key part of the novel's exploration of the unknown. Verne's depiction of the polar regions reflects the fascination with exploration during the 19th century, when the North Pole was still largely uncharted territory. The Nautilus and its journey to the Arctic are symbolic of the novel's overarching themes of human curiosity and the quest for knowledge, but also the consequences of isolation and detachment. Captain Nemo's decision to enter the polar regions mirrors his desire to escape from the world and retreat into the solitude of the sea, much like how he withdrew from society after personal tragedies. The Nautilus's ability to navigate beneath the ice is part of Verne's imaginative and futuristic view of technology, particularly the idea of submarines as capable of navigating the world's oceans, something that was, at the time, far beyond the reach of reality. While the Nautilus doesn't quite reach the North Pole itself in Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, its journey into the Arctic waters is a key part of the adventure. The icy, remote landscapes represent the final frontier of the world's exploration, and the novel ends with the Nautilus continuing its mysterious and solitary path beneath the seas, leaving readers to wonder about its ultimate fate. This section of the novel is an early example of speculative fiction that blends real-world science with imagination, envisioning technological marvels and exploring uncharted regions of the Earth. Would you like more details on any specific part of the journey or any other aspects of the story?